Hey guys, ST here. I'm just gonna kind of try to push out a quick one today. The bass seems to be extra loud this morning. Broadcast alert system. It's beeping in the background. Don't know if you could hear it. If you can, that's what that is. Just telling us our, you know, morning times for cut-ins. Weather cut-ins. Just the usual stuff. Anyhow, let's see. Want to talk a little bit about, if you've ever considered getting a business license, because say, hey, you have a little shop or something, on Etsy or Redbubble or something like that, or you want to sell at conventions or that sort of thing. My biggest bit of advice for when you're getting ready to get a business license is to go talk to an actual small business owner. Like, just kind of get a heads up on the sorts of rules and regulations and whatnot that you're going to have to deal with. Because the moment you get that business license, it doesn't matter that the only thing you got it for was so that you could, sell a couple of bookmarks at a table in another city, or some t-shirts, or just a couple of dinky little things. As far as the state is concerned, once you have that business license, you are a legit, actual, honest to God business. You need to have an accountant, you need to file taxes, whole 9 yards. I ran into it kind of freaked me out a bit, but luckily I was able to get it resolved. When you are done with your business and you have your license, you can't just let the license expire and go, okay, well, I guess that's it, I'm done. You have to officially file that you are closing the business, because otherwise they consider you to be still open, and you still need to file taxes. I got smacked with a levy, tax levy, which is where they come to your employer, your actual employer, and tell them, hey, they owe us money. You need to take this amount of money out of their paycheck. And they will take up to 25% of your paycheck away every paycheck until they pay that off and give it to the state. Or to the federal government, if that's the one who's filed the levy against you. Yeah. Apparently, for the year that I wasn't in business, I didn't file 2 sales tax returns, and they estimated that you must have sold about, enough merchandise to have to pay us $330 worth of sales tax for 2 months, a month for 2 months. So like $660 total. And then they tacked on a bunch of late fees and fines and everything else. So the grand total was about $1,700. And they were planning on taking that on my paycheck, which is, I get paid every 2 weeks, 25% of my paycheck until that was all paid off. So, that was not fun. I called them up, told them, hey, not only was I not selling anything before, I wasn't even really in business anymore at that point, so my sales taxes were 0. And they said, oh, okay, we'll just put that in the computer here and void out your levy, and we'll be good to go. I'm like, okay, cool. So that's all been settled. However, it could have been a much bigger mess. Had I been actually making sales, it probably would have been a much bigger mess, because I still would have been responsible for late fees and whatnot. So, guys, all I'm saying is, if you've ever considered getting a business license for whatever reason, two things. One, talk to an actual small business owner so they can give you an idea of all the things you have to do, because regardless of if you're online or a brick and mortar store, you still have to do all those things. And 2, maybe consider getting a limited liability company license, because then when your company folds, they can't come after you for anything, because it was the company, limited liability. Look into it. I looked into it briefly, but it seemed to be more of a hassle than it was worth, and I didn't do that, obviously, because they came after me. But yeah, that's my advice for today. Didn't really get any gaming done yesterday. Watched the kids play some Left 4 Dead. And let me tell you what, what's more embarrassing than having your ass handed to you by a 7-year-old in Left 4 Dead? And the same thing happened with a 4-year-old. Yeah. I suck at shooters. they do not. That's about it. I'm gonna go get to work, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And maybe I'll have something educational, maybe I'll have something entertaining, maybe I'll just have my usual babble travel. Until then, SD out. Bye bye.